Hello, Pisces. Welcome and welcome back, you guys. We're going to get into this reading to see who could be watching you, why, what you need to know, okay? Not to be messy, but for you to get the information that you need, okay? My voice is still a little crazy right now. I don't know what the heck is going on, child, but we're going to get through it, okay? Shout out to all my parents who sent your kids back to school. God bless you, okay? May the force be with you. I love you guys, okay? Thank you to everyone who is supporting the channel, you guys. Thank you so much. All of my subscribers, members, moderators. I appreciate you guys. I hope you're doing well, and I hope these messages help you. Don't bring anything into your life that doesn't belong. Remember that you are the governor and decision maker of your own life. So only take what resonates, leave the rest behind. All right, Pisces. If you want to book a personal reading, the link is below. Thank you guys so much again. Let's see, guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration, Father, Mother, God, for Pisces. When it comes to who's kind of, I don't want to say spying because it's not necessarily spying. Oh, who's watching Pisces that they need to be aware of, Spirit? Who's watching Pisces that they need to be aware of at this time when it comes to what they're doing? Ooh, the stranger. This is creepy. You got somebody nameless, faceless, unknown who's watching you. Some of y'all could have somebody who's watching you from a profile that has no picture. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know if I'm sick or if it's just like the weather changing, but it's crazy. I lost my voice, but the show must go on. Message. The stranger says someone or something you have yet to encounter will enter your life and completely change your reality. Interesting. Don't know if it's positive or negative, but there's someone or something that's kind of like floating, orbiting you. I feel like that's what this is. Like someone or something is in your orbit. So this could be an opportunity. This could be something you've manifested. I wasn't coughing this bad before I turned on the camera, but as things go, this is someone who's in your orbit. Okay? Or you are in the general vicinity of something that's about to change your life. At the bottom, we have the teacher. Interesting. So some of you are teachers, literally. Some of you are just teachers of life. Some of you literally are professors at colleges, universities, or teachers at school. Elementary, middle, high school, preschool. Some of you guys are just instructors, and you guys teach from a perspective of what you know. But it says someone will offer their knowledge, experience, skill, and wisdom to you. Accept the help when it's offered. I feel like this stranger is a teacher coming into your life. This could also be like, I just said shout out to all the parents sending their kids back to school. Some of you guys are going to have a connection that you need or that's necessary with your kids' teachers, possibly just to keep tabs on what they're doing, make sure they're staying focused. The regular parent-teacher connection, some of you guys may be joining the PTA, all of that, okay? Ooh, the sexy one. You will draw flirtatious and lustful attention by many. Take this time to spice up your sex life and have some fun. Oh, child. Sexy teacher vibes. Who who is this sexy teacher? This could be you, though. Some of you guys could be a teacher and you have a student showing up. Clock it. Some of you guys, if you are teachers, especially for older kids or college students, I would just tread carefully because you may have a kid in your class who has a crush on you. Just keeping it a bean. Okay? But some of you guys have a person who's just coming into your life because it feels like psychically you're connected to them. For whatever reason, you're meant to cross paths. This person has something either to teach you, to prepare you for the next stage of your life, or to assist you with a transition, or that's what you're going to be doing for someone else. Okay? Kind of feels like some of you guys are the one who is the teacher. But, you know, just take it how it resonates. Oh, this is interesting. I just heard it's nice to put a face to the name. You know how people do that? They say that when they meet someone face to face, but there's been some type of prior communication, maybe electronically through text or email, voicemails, over the phone. I heard that. It's nice to put a face to the name. So somebody may know your name or know of you. This could be because of your personal affairs or maybe your business or career. Some of you could be going to like a meeting, a big meeting where people from other states, like if you work for a company, sometimes people from out of state come in for important meetings. That could be happening. Some of you guys, if you have a platform, could be meeting some of your followers or subscribers. Okay, you could be meeting someone who you've had some type of like association with, but you've never seen them in person face to face. That was interesting. Okay. Who's watching Pisces that they need to be aware of, Spirit? Cuddling. Oh, Pisces, you devil you. You devil you. Checking on you. Beacon. Seeing a ray of hope, a way out of the situation, able to stand your ground. Yeah, so it's like your light is drawing people in. You're guiding people. I feel like you guys are in a situation where someone is going to reach out to you because they're coming closer. This could even be somebody coming like back in town, or it kind of feels like someone who's in the military who's coming home on like a leave of absence or something. It feels like someone is checking on you to say, hey, what's going on? I'm 15 minutes away, or I'm getting closer. The plane just landed. I'm about to get in the Uber. Like, it feels like that. Ooh, horn. Feels like that for sure. But I just feel like even if that's not the case with that lighthouse, it feels like people are finding their way to you through like a storm or through fog, or it's like more of an energetic thing that I feel, where people are very drawn to you like a moth to a flame. Isn't that Janet Jackson song? Where she's like, that's the way love goes. That's the way love goes. Do 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 do. And she was like, in the beginning of the song before it starts, doesn't she say like something like a moth to a flame? Something about fire, desire, or something like that. I don't know, child. Uh-oh. Who's watching Pisces that they need to be aware of? Because we don't need to know who's irrelevant. Not revenge. Oh, Lord. Who killed the vibe? Somebody irrelevant just killed the vibe, or they tried to. Rest in peace. Buried emotions. Let yourself move on. Grieve and let go. Relaxing. Yeah. So there's somebody irrelevant who wants revenge. They're watching you too, but they're kind of like at a distance. I just heard, don't come any closer. I feel like you've already grieved a connection. You've already walked away from whatever that is. And you're kind of like relaxing, taking care of yourself. And this person is plotting revenge. Okay. Irrelevant. Who's watching Pisces that they need to be aware of, Spirit? What else? Oh my goodness. Reaching out. We saw the check-in on you card. You're going to be getting close with someone. And then someone is going to... There's another person who's going to possibly reach out as you're getting close to someone else. Someone feels your energy pulling away. Whoever this irrelevant person is, they feel your energy pulling away. Child support. Distance. I told y'all. Listen. The person who's irrelevant, they can't access your space. It's like if you're the lighthouse, right? It's like they're kind of like circling around in the water, or it's like an airplane. They can see the airport lights. They're flying around, but they can't land. They don't have permission to land. So basically it's like they're going to run out of gas in the sky. So they're going to have to choose, am I going to keep circling and literally like seal my fate to fall out of the sky? Basically, they run out of fuel. So they got to decide, am I going to run out of fuel in the sky, seal my fate, fall to the ground to my death, metaphorically, or am I going to go somewhere else, move on? Because they're running out of fuel. Distance says emotionally unavailable, stand back from things, getting a new perspective. So this could be somebody who owes you child support. This could be somebody who you owe child support to. There's some type of finances involved, possibly a child involved. And this person wants to reach out, I feel, to close the gap. But I just don't think even if you do have to talk to this person, you're detached and they can feel that energetically. And I feel like they also can feel through your detachment that there could be someone else in your life. That could be what they're assuming. One more card. Who's watching Pisces that they need to be aware of? Pheromones in reverse. Party. Relieved to be single. Live it up while you can. Go meet new people. Feeling defeated. Okay. So I'm getting an interesting message for you guys. There's someone who's watching you who I feel like is attracted to you. You may not have met this person yet. They could be in your orbit. Like they could be going to the same places in the community that you go to. Shopping at the same stores, eating at the same restaurants, going to the same clubs, lounges, activities, whatever's in your community. This person is in your orbit. So it's like you're going to meet people, or you're going to meet a person who's been very close to you for a while, but you guys just haven't crossed paths. That's what I feel like. I feel like either you or this person or both of you are single. Okay? You or them or both of you could have a weird ex situation. And there's There's this energy where I can't tell which one of you it is, but there's this energy where, like, you want to, I'm just going to preface this by you, right? You want to move on from the past. You've put the past in the past. You've laid it to rest. You just want to chill. You don't want no drama. And some of you could have an ex that you're getting a warning about. This warning card says your ex could be unstable. In things carefully, protect yourself. And then being relieved to be single because it's like, now I don't have to deal with that headache. But maybe you're going out, mean people, going places, and you're not really attracted to those people. Someone finds you attractive. I don't know if you find them equally as attractive. And that doesn't mean physically. It could just mean energetically. I don't know. But what it feels like is that someone is going to be checking on you or like introducing themselves to you, reaching out to you, meeting you, running into you. And they're going to want to get closer to you because your light shines really brightly. I feel like this is talking about the person who's watching you. They have an unstable ex. Their ex wants revenge or their ex wants them back. Whoever they're separating from doesn't want to let them go. And we are in a Mercury retrograde. So they could have a child. They may or may not have like financial ties with another person, whether it's a kid or not. But it's like, I kind of feel that you guys are experiencing similar energy to this person, but it may not be exactly the same context. And you guys could possibly be feeling like you're not really attracted to people or you're not seeing what you want, finding what you want. And they may feel like that too. But I really feel like someone is watching you, number one, from your past. And I feel like they're feeling defeated because you're out enjoying yourself. And if they're watching you, they see you doing this. They see you having a good time, possibly posting on social media. And they know that you're no longer into them, which that's what's making them feel defeated. To be honest with you, that's what's making them feel like they can't, be in your space because you're very distant from them and they're reaching out. I don't know if they're reaching out literally. The hands are here, so it could be, but it kind of feels like more so they're reaching out energetically. And the response that they're getting back from you energetically is a wall. Yeah. They feel you putting up a wall. And I think that even if you're not talking to someone else or going out, making friends, I don't know, that's what they think you're doing. That's crazy. Oh, y'all be sure to like and subscribe. Please like the video. Like and subscribe to catch the vibe. I just got right into it, didn't I? Yeah, I feel like someone is attracted to you for the very same reasons why they're unattracted to their ex or somebody from their past. That could be the same for you. Take it how it resonates. But I don't think you really know this person very well. I feel like this person energetically knows that you have something to teach them or show them. Because they say when the student is ready, the teacher appears, right? So that's why I feel like this person has been in your orbit. I keep hearing the word orbit. I keep seeing like the universe, like planets. And it feels like, just say you lived in Dallas for years. This person has lived in Dallas for years. Y'all never have crossed paths. Even if you have mutuals, you've never like crossed paths. And that's like the weird part, because it's like, if it wasn't, if it was just coincidence, you guys would have crossed paths already, but it's like they weren't ready for you and you weren't ready for them, or the timing just wasn't right on something. Now the timing is right for both of you, I guess. And it doesn't have to be romantic, but this could be a person who you're just meant to get close to, because there's something that they need to prepare you for, and there's something you need to prepare them for. Who's watching, Pisces, that they need to be aware of, Spirit? What else is the message? Distance again. Oh my God. What else is the message? Antisocial? But the distance kind of came out in reverse. One more card. What's the message for Pisces when it comes to who's watching them that they need to be aware of? Epiphany. Exhausted. Burned out. Burdened. Empty. And then we have waves. Emotions, worry, fear. So distance says divorce, ghosted, separation, but it came out in reverse. Oh man. Somebody is so bothered by the fact that they're not relevant in your life. Antisocial, in your feelings, silent treatment, left out. Or this is how someone's ex feels about them. They feel stressed because they're no longer relevant in someone's life. I keep wanting to call this card empathy, but it says epiphany. Self-reflection, answer questions, untapped talents. Yeah. I feel like someone struggles with making friends and meeting new people. I don't think this is you guys. I feel like this is a person who misses you because they are comfortable with you. They want you to be around, or they want to have access to you. They want to have access to the connection because they struggle with making friends. And these two people right here on this feeling defeated card reminds me of like two people who are like miserable together. And I think that at a point in your life, however recent or far away this is, you guys were both in the same place. You were in the same lane. You were vibrating on the same level. And I just don't think that that's happening anymore. I feel like someone is burnt out and tired. They have nothing left for like their past. Some of you could be realizing that this is why some of you may have been feeling some difficult emotions lately. Because you could be picking up energetically on someone else's emotions. Now, for some of you, though, too, I feel like there's two people here, to be honest with you. I feel like there's a person who you're about to meet or who's about to kind of like approach you. Again, like the fact that you guys have been kind of in each other's orbit. And this person could be a little antisocial. Or you could realize through this person that you're rather antisocial. You don't have a lot to give to connections because you may just feel drained. Especially if you just got out of a difficult connection with someone. You may feel drained. Whoever this person is approaching you, they're giving someone the silent treatment from their past. Yeah. I feel like the closer someone gets to you, because that distance was in reverse. I feel like the closer someone gets to you, the further away they get from someone else. And I think that's why, like, I'm kind of picking up this energy where you and another person have, like, I don't want to say unfinished business. I feel like it's finished, but people don't want to let it go, okay? Folks don't want to let it go. All right. So who's watching you, Pisces? The Page of Swords. So it could be air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They're just curious about you. They could be asking other people questions about you. Again, the mutual situation. They could be trying to figure out who it is that you are to learn more. Okay, why are they watching you? Knight of Swords. They want to approach you. They want to communicate a message. Possibly check on you, like the card said. Reach out. Okay. And then what are their next actions? Damn, the Five of Swords. Okay, this is a strong air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is Seven Swords. I don't know. It's looking funny. How they feel about you. The Eight of Wands. They want to communicate. Or they feel like you're moving quickly. This person may feel like they kind of like have to chase you. The Five of Swords is not always bad, but we're going to clarify it and see how they feel about you. The Eight of Wands. Either they really want to communicate with you, or they feel like you're moving quickly, or they are observing your communication with them. Their focus is to communicate, have a conversation, talk, okay? The situation between you, the Magician, this is different. How you feel about them, the Queen of Swords. Jeez. If you have air placements, they're really activated when it comes to this person. What's hidden is the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like that's talking about the long term, the bigger picture, why this person is in your life, how long they'll be in your life, the future of the connection with you. That's what's hidden. Like where something is going to go. You don't see that yet. Okay. The possible outcome. Wow. The Star. Aquarius energy. Yeah. I feel like somebody's going to either heal you or you're going to help heal them. And then you have the advice or the action that you need to take. Wow, Four of Wands. Interesting. Bitch. At the bottom is the Wheel of Fortune. And the High Priest, which is the Hierophant. Yeah, the teacher. Either you're going to teach this person something or they're going to teach you something. Child, what is this? Taurus energy, possibly Libra, strongly, Aquarius, and maybe Gemini, Sagittarius, possibly Aries. Yeah. So Taurus, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Gemini, any air sign, strong air sign energy. And then I said Sagittarius as well. Could possibly be Leo for some of you guys. I already said Taurus. And then maybe Scorpio. Yeah, and I already said Aquarius. How you feel about this person is you're very cautious with the Queen of Swords. You are really like... I slick wanted to say that y'all are giving motherfuckers the third degree. I don't think you're giving this person the third degree. I just feel like you're not playing with whoever this is. I don't care who they are. This could even be your child for some of you guys with the Queen of Swords. Doesn't have to be like romantic love, because this is just a situation, right? I feel like you guys are just being observed by someone who's curious about you, or by someone who has a lot of questions, and they see you as someone with answers. They see you as this Hierophant, or they see you as this teacher, and they're attracted to you because of that. Just like we saw with the beacon card with the lighthouse on it. But I don't think you're being mean. I feel like you're allowing communication, but you're very kind of borderline critical about what is being said, why it's being said, the intentions of the person saying it to you. And because you know the truth, you've had experience before. You're not new to this. You are true to this. You done got the t-shirt, been there, done that, shot glass, everything. And it's like, I don't think you're really letting a lot slip. period. Like, you are not letting anything slip past you. This person is approaching you, I feel like, with the communication, and you're critiquing it or observing it, analyzing it, cross-referencing it to what you already know. Okay? I feel like you're going to end up being very transparent with this person, but I don't think you're focused on the future as much because that's what's hidden. It's like, you know, I feel this energy of like balancing the scales, because it kind of feels like you're not going to invest too much energy until you see them invest energy. You may be very distant. This could be a situation that may move slower over time, or this could be an ongoing like situation. Some of you could be going back to school as adults. Some of you could have children who are in school, like we talked about. Some of you could be deciding to learn a new skill, or you're deciding to teach. But the advice or the action that you need to take is to see something through to the end, complete it. Okay? Celebrate or enjoy whatever this is. Wow. You didn't expect this. This is something that's kind of coming out of left field for you. I think whoever's watching you realizes that you're not very social. They may see you as antisocial. They're trying to get close to you because the cuddling card is here. And I put distance upright, but it came out reversed. So I feel like someone wants to get close to you, but they're seeing you as antisocial. They may feel like if they're attracted to you, and this is like a romantic situation, they may feel like you're not attracted to them because you don't reach out, or you don't communicate in a way that they're used to from people who are attracted to them. Dang, Pisces, switching it all the way up. Okay. Why is the Page of Swords here for who's watching Pisces? Why is the Page of... Oh, look at that. 9 of Wands and the Hierophant. Interesting. Somebody's curious about you. Yeah, you're not what they're used to. You're not someone's usual type. Because what somebody is conventionally used to is changing. They may not be your type, or your usual type. You may not be theirs. Initially, there may not be any attraction, or this could be a platonic connection. But I'm going to be honest with y'all. With the swords, it looks platonic. But I feel like underlying sexual tension, especially with that card. Okay? I definitely feel like you guys need to be careful if you are educators and you have teenage students and they're underaged, or underaged kids. Okay, so I don't know. Okay, sidebar for my 30 plus millennial ladies. Okay, 30 plus gang in the building. Okay, sidebar. Have y'all heard the conversation about the quote unquote YNs? Okay, the YNs is out here cougar hunting, bitch. Okay, this summer I got approached by way too many young men who were way too young for me. I had to reject so many young men, and I'm not even trying to be funny, because if you look, I'm about to say, if you a little young, listen, I'm just letting you know right now, some of y'all have a person who is too young for you wanting to approach you. And you're going to need to keep it very platonic when it comes to the relationship. Because especially if you are an educator, don't take that L, okay? Some of you guys need to watch out for your teenage children, because there could be a sexy teacher who is, message. There could be a quote unquote sexy teacher who is, I don't know. You need to talk to your kids. I can't tell you what to say to your kids, but there needs to be a boundary set with a teacher here, or a boundary set with an educator, and nip it in the bud right the fuck now. Okay? Because I'm not trying to like get weird, but there is a weird vibe. And I'm not sure if it's you being attracted to someone older than you, or someone younger than you being attracted to you and you're older than them, or if it's your kids. But straight up. Okay? But yeah, there's this hesitation with the Nine of Wands. If this is like a completely on the level situation, this is somebody who's younger than you. Knight of Swords, Page of Swords, Queen of Swords, period. Is somebody who may be less mature when it comes to their mentality or their communication. You are here to teach them things that they don't know. And it doesn't have to turn romantic. Okay? However, I feel you're changing someone's appetites, or you're changing someone's tastes. It's kind of like a person who is very well traveled, and they meet someone who has lived in the same town their whole life. They've never been anywhere. So they start to get to know each other, and the person who's very well traveled can introduce the person who's not to different things, and it changes their quote unquote appetites. This reading is a little different, okay? Seven of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. I feel like you are minding your business and you don't see somebody kind of watching you through. It kind of feels like you're in this pasture, or you're in this like garden area, just tending to your garden. You're not paying attention. And Nine of Wands is like this person is watching you through the vines, or like, you know how in Pocahontas when they were running through the stalks of corn and it was her and her friend, and then Coco came through, or something like that. If I don't know, but it kind of feels like somebody's watching you through some stalks of corn. Like they're watching you, but they're intimidated by you, or they're a bit nervous because you're not what they're used to. Okay. I feel like they're not sure if you guys are going to have a lot of things in common, or maybe you don't, or I don't know exactly what that is. But you don't see this person, and they're looking at you in that way, kind of feeling intimidated about approaching you. Now, why are they watching you? Knight of Swords. Why is the Knight of Swords here for the reason? Strength reversed. Yeah, because it's hard for this person to hold back or control themselves. Or I feel like, okay, this is the thing. With the Knight of Swords, the reason why they're watching you is because they can't approach you. They can, but I feel like the Knight of Swords is what they really want to do. But because they're kind of feeling nervous or lacking bravery, instead of coming towards you and actually speaking to you, they're just watching you. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, Five of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Damn. Dang. This person may be financially unstable. Like when they look at you, they may think that, oh, Pisces, because of how they dress, or because of what they do for work, or because of like where they go, I don't know if I can afford Pisces. That's kind of what it feels like. They may see you as someone who is, I don't want to say bougie, but I swear y'all, this is a person that you do not know. They don't know you. You don't know them. They just know you from like an outward perspective, what they see online, what they have seen. Maybe if they see you in person, they're on the outside though. 5 of Pentacles. And I feel like they may be insecure about their ability to keep you. If like, y'all get what I'm saying. Somebody sees you as out of their league. That's what it is. One more card for the Knight of Swords. Page of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, they kind of are being negative about this, because it's like, I think they see the potential, but they aren't really accepting it. They aren't really allowing themselves to believe it. They're kind of like psyching themselves out or talking themselves out of like approaching you, because they may feel like, oh my God, Pisces is so smart. I don't know if I'm going to have anything to talk about with them, or if I'm going to be able to like really communicate. Oh my God, Pisces dresses so well. I don't know if I'm going to, I don't know if they're going to be attracted to me, because I might be like beneath them in a way, or they're out of my league. Like, that's what it feels like. It's not just about looks. It's also about like maybe the age difference, maybe the experience difference. Like, this is crazy. 10 of Wands and the 4 of Wands. Ooh. Yeah, this is like somebody, this person could be dealing with some things at home. They could have just, even if this is not someone with an age gap, this could be someone who just feels like they don't have enough money or make enough money to support you or to be with you, be in a relationship with you, date you, all of that type of stuff. It's like they're judging themselves. I don't think this person is insecure, but like I don't think they're insecure. I think they're realistic. Like, whoever this person is, they're very logical. They're very realistic. And they're trying to balance between their heart and their mind. How they feel and what they think. It's not that they're insecure. I feel like this person has confidence. I just feel like either because of what's going on in their life, what they've just went through or experienced with an ex, what they could be going through with their job or their living situation, with their finances. It's like they're being realistic. They're like, if Pisces is driving around in a fucking Porsche and has Birkin bags and wears red bottom shoes, masculine or feminine, bitch, enjoy your life. I don't know if I will be able to provide Pisces with the lifestyle that they're already providing themselves. That's what it feels like. So it's like they're questioning whether or not they should talk to you, okay? Now, what are their next actions? Why is the 5 of Swords here for this person's next actions? I feel like this is more so saying they're not going to give up. That they're trying to watch you to formulate a strategy to figure out like how possibly to approach you. Why is the 5 of Swords here for their next actions towards Pisces? Five of Wands. Yeah, they're trying to overcome this challenge. They're trying to overcome, because the traditional 5 of Swords, we know is 3 guys on there. And the guy that's furthest away didn't even try. The guy that's kind of in the middle tried and gave up. The guy with the swords is the one who basically said, fuck that shit. I'm going to see it through and I'm going to step on whoever I need to step on to get what I want. Not necessarily step on somebody, but just being determined, right? Not giving up. Trying, being consistent, and succeeding. Okay. And I think this person is trying to get to that point. It also kind of feels like, for some of you guys, I'm picking up on an energy of somebody. I don't know if this is the same person. Could be, maybe not. But I'm picking up on an energy of this person who's watching you who feels a bit, it's not intimidation, but they hesitate with you because they feel like you could be bad news. Like you could be a certain way that they may be assuming you are because of what it is that you say. I don't know. Or because of what they observe. They may feel like it would be a burden to be in a relationship with you, or it would be stressful to be in a relationship with you, or it'd be difficult in some way. Then bitch, why are you watching? Fuck off. Thank you. Knight of Cups and the Three of Swords. I feel like there's definitely somebody feeling conflicted about you because of like past heartbreak or something they haven't healed from yet. Oh my God, good Lord. One more card for the Five of Wands. Four of Wands. So yeah, their goal, I feel, is to overcome this inner turmoil. Whatever this inner conflict is going on, their goal is to overcome it. But I just feel like there's something they haven't like dealt with emotionally. I feel like somebody also wants to like have their own place or move out of a house. Like if somebody is watching you who's going through like a divorce, they may still live with their ex, but they're fighting every day or there's conflict in somebody's house. And I feel like this person is trying to get out of the relationship or out of the house or something. Child. Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. But like we keep seeing the Nine of Pentacles and I feel like they're single. I don't think they're still married. I don't think they're still like involved with their ex. They may not even live with their ex. They just may be like, I don't know, in transition. They may have just moved into like a new home. Okay, for some of you guys, or they're newly single, but they're not like putting you in a third party situation. Because we saw the Three of Swords. Whatever they were dealing with in their past is over. And like they just bought a new house or they just moved into a new apartment. Or they just like finalized the divorce and whatever this is. That's what it feels like. It doesn't feel like they're still in a third party. I feel like their goal though is to honestly fight for a relationship with you that they see the potential of, but that they feel they may not be ready for. Is that crazy? I think this person still needs to heal. I think they may tell you this though, because if this is their next actions, I feel like they're going to tell you how they feel conflicted. That's what it kind of feels like. Like they're going to tell you that they want to be single, but that they have feelings for you. And they may tell you that they just got out of a relationship, okay? So just be prepared for that. This could even be somebody who, I don't know, maybe you're a lawyer, Queen of Swords, or you're a relationship counselor, therapist, psychologist, something like that. How they feel about you, the Eight of Wands. I feel like this person sees you as somebody who they can talk to. Why is the Eight of Wands here for how they feel about Pisces? Seven of Pentacles, look at that. So they see you as, I think, patient. I'm getting like patience. Three of Pentacles. So they could be your patient. Again, therapist. Psychologist, excuse me. But it's kind of unconventional because the Hierophant is here, but it's with the Wheel of Fortune. So that's like a shift in what they're used to, or a shift in what is, normal or expected, a change in what is like, the status quo. And the Hierophant coming out with the Nine of Wands kind of symbolizes the same thing. It's like, if this person is attracted to you, you're not their usual type. Or if you're a therapist, maybe you focus in like spiritual homeopathic therapies. Like you're not a traditional person to this person. Like you're not like anything that this person has ever experienced. I feel like that could be the case, especially if you're a doctor or a therapist or a lawyer. You have clients, you have patients. But with the Three of Pentacles, it could just be that you're a patient person. Like you listen to them talk, or you let them speak and express their feelings. I feel like they also see you as building a business, possibly building a career, or it's like you've built something, you've invested a lot of time and energy into it because you're passionate about it and you talk about it a lot. But I don't think it bothers this person. They may do this with you, but it kind of feels like that's the vibe. It's like they're looking at what you've built. They're observing like what you've created or the career that you built. What's the Seven of Pentacles with the Eight of Wands? Ace of Wands. Yeah, I feel like they want to move forward with investing time and energy into whatever it is that y'all got going on. I feel like they don't want to give up, or they don't want to just throw away how they observe you or how they feel when they observe you because they're not sure about you, or that because you're different. I feel like this person's goal or what they desire is to make an investment, communicate over time, get to know you, find out more. Eight of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. Wow. This could even be a job for some of you guys. There could be a nonprofit organization, a religious community, a spiritual community observing you. I'm picking up on like different storylines. Somebody may have attempted to reach out to you and you didn't respond for like a job or something, maybe even personal reasons or a personal connection. What the heck is going on? Something, hold on, let me check outside, y'all. I don't know. It's something loud. Dang. Some of you may even be, I keep getting this vibe where it's like some of you may be in a certain profession or career. You may have a coworker who is attracted to you. I don't know. It's like somebody is trying to use a person's job or their work as an excuse to like talk to them. Okay. Okay, the situation. Why is the Magician here for the situation? 10 of Cups. So yeah, this is what somebody wants the outcome to be. The 10 of Cups. I feel like right now you don't know what this person's schedule is or their routine, or I feel like whoever this is, they want to communicate with you about your schedule, like what's your work schedule? What's your routine? They may be trying to make plans with you. That could definitely be it. Like, when do you have time to make plans? Or like, when can they talk to you? Can they call you on the phone? Can they get your number? You get what I'm saying? It feels like that. Wow, 5 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles. Ooh, interesting. I don't know. I would just be very cautious if this is a romantic situation. I just wouldn't. This is the thing, Pisces. You guys sometimes have gifts that you can't control. And sometimes you create situations, or you see the creation of situations, and you skip steps. Okay? Don't skip steps. Because I feel like there's a lot you need to know still. What's the 10 of Cups and the Magician? Wait. Okay, hold on. My head was itching. What's the 10 of Cups and the Magician? Oh my God. Jeez. What is the 10 of Cups with the Magician? 3 of Swords. I don't know. 8 of Wands. 5 of Swords again. Jesus. I feel like you or this person or both of you are focusing on moving forward from painful, difficult situations from your past. You both could be concerned, anxious, worried about letting a person into your life, letting a person see what you do on a daily basis, or know about your schedule, know about your routine. Like, you could be in a position where you're trying to manifest something, you're trying to create something, you're trying to turn pain into happiness. You're trying to create peace so that you can move on from a chaotic situation. Some of you guys may not want this person interfering energetically in what you're trying to create or what you're trying to manifest. It kind of feels like somebody wants to get to know you, and they're trying to possibly work out scheduling information, trying to figure out like who you are, what you do, when do you have free time, when can you go out, and you may be really focused on what you're manifesting. And right now, it's like the only thing that you're thinking about Pisces, to me, feels like what it is. The only thing you're thinking about is what you want to create, what you want to manifest, what you're doing. You don't really care about what this person is doing. And I'm not saying it in a rude way. I just feel like you guys have gotten to the point, especially because this Queen of Swords is here. It's like you've gotten to the point where I feel like you've healed from a lot. And I feel like you've moved on and processed a lot of things that you've been through that were really painful. But it's kind of like this attitude of, I refuse to let another person fuck my shit up again. And whatever it is I'm focusing on is going to take priority. And if someone has an issue with what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, the things that I say, the boundaries that I set, then they can literally kick rocks barefoot with no shoes on, fresh out of the bathtub, bitch. Like, that's kind of what it feels like. Like the communication between you and this person, if there is communication, may feel disappointing. You may feel like this person is out for themselves. They may feel like you're out for yourself. I think that's the fear. I think that's the worry that both of you kind of share, because there's a lot going on behind the scenes that you each want to protect. But I feel that mutual energy is happening because both of you may have just got done dealing with an insane person who you want to avoid dealing with again. Like, you don't want to have those problems again. So it kind of feels like you're both kind of more so like focused on yourself. What are you trying to gain, Pisces? What are they trying to gain? Okay. You guys may be on two different pages when it comes to what you want. I also feel like, again, just so you know, to keep your thoughts keep your discernment with your thoughts, because there's an irrelevant person from your past who really is wanting you to think about them, and they're thinking about you a lot, and they want to, I feel like with the Magician, they want to transmute that energy to where you're the one thinking about them. They want to reach out to you. They want to do, they want to get into your energy or get into your space, but you're creating distance. You have a wall up with them, and they just watch you all the time. Even though they know that they can't approach you, they want to reach out. They're not going to reach out. They want to approach you. They're not going to approach you. The thing about it is, though, is they want you to think about them as much as they're thinking about you, because they're feeling defeated that you're moving on or that you're not attracted to them. They know nothing good is going to come from them losing their cool, blowing up on you, going off on you, reaching out to you. But if they can, like, psychically or mentally, like, get in your head, focus on you all the time, they can hopefully, like, keep you thinking about them. It's very crazy. This feels kind of complicated. Yeah. Why is the Queen of Swords here for how Pisces feels about this person? King of Swords. Yeah, it could be Platonic for some of you. Some of you have a sibling who you don't really talk to, but they watch you all the time. Knight of Wands, Six of Cups. Yeah. I don't think whoever's actually, like, coming towards you, I don't think you see this person in a negative way. Knight of Wands, Six of Cups. I feel like you guys are comfortable with the communication. This person may bring up memories about the past. If this is like a platonic sibling connection, they may be talking about y'all's childhood. What's the King of Swords with the Queen of Swords? For how Pisces feels about this person. Oh my God. Queen of Swords reversed. What the fuck? Okay. So you're not going to reach out to whoever this is. If they reach out to you, fine. But you're refusing. You're like, nope. Three of Cups, King of Pentacles. Dang. You guys are just having fun. That's what I feel like. I was in my bag acting up. That's what I heard in my head from Jasmine Sullivan. I remember I was flying high. Seeing like I'm like, bitch. Get it together, bitch. You don't know. Yeah. She said, I was in my bag acting up. Don't remember what was in my cup, but I remember I was flying high. Some of y'all are, listen, some of y'all in your bag acting up. I don't know what that is. I just feel like, yeah, I just feel like you guys are not, you're willing to talk to somebody, but you have something going on that you're like, listen, I'm not going to put in no type of effort if effort is not being put in for people towards me. Even if this is like clients professionally, right? I think some of you guys have people who are observing you. They may want to procure your services, but they're kind of like circling around. They're kind of like lurking, trying to figure out if they actually want to approach you or if they should book you or whatever. Or, you know, if they should call you for an interview. It kind of feels like that. I don't know. It feels like this situation where you're not going to go towards pursuing anyone. And the people who are hovering or like in your orbit, they know you're not going to do that. You know, like they know you're not going to approach them. They know you're not going to reach out to them. They know you're not going to be the one to say something first. Oh, by the way, first of all, y'all be sure to like the video. Please like the video. I know y'all are look at the likes. They don't match. Y'all try to get it to match a little bit more. I appreciate y'all. But if this brought up a sidebar, you guys. If anyone is soliciting you for a reading that is perpetrating as me, it's not me. I'm never going to reach out to you for a reading. Y'all should know this, but some of y'all don't. I will never reach out to you to solicit a reading. If you want a reading, I let you guys come to me because it's your free will. I don't reach out to people on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, whatever, X, Twitter, whatever the fuck it's called. I don't reach out to anybody for readings. I'm not going to solicit you for a reading. That is a scammer. Okay? Just so you know, block and delete. If you see my face, my logo, or anything that appears to be me soliciting you for a reading or saying, I picked up something in your energy, it's a scam. It's not me. Okay? Just had to say that. Apparently that must be picking up again. I haven't heard anything, but I felt like I needed to say it. So it seems like Spirit is telling me to warn you guys about that. What's the Queen of Swords reversed in this King of Swords? Because this don't make no sense. 2 of Swords. Yeah, some of you guys feel like you don't have anything to talk about with this person. You guys disagree, you butt heads. You really don't want to talk to somebody unless you have to. This feels like the person from your past who you're blocking out. But if it is the new person, you don't know they exist because they haven't reached out to you yet. Yep. Or if they have, you're not sure if you guys have anything in common. What is the Ten of Pentacles for what's hidden? Why is that here? The Five of Pentacles. I was getting that because it's like 5 at the top, 5 at the bottom. That's why I said that earlier about like both people not really being completely like invested. I can't remember how I said it, but oh man. Ten of Pentacles at the bottom. Excuse me. Queen of Wands. Yeah, I just feel like you don't know the future of where this situation is going. Or this person may not know how things are going to work out. Either, you know, taking you on as a client, taking you on as a student, or trying to come on as a client or a student of yours, or someone who's interested in you personally. What's the Five of Pentacles? Queen of Wands reversed. What the heck? Yeah, I think for some of you guys, for sure, if this person watching you is interested in you romantically, they are afraid that it kind of feels like with this revenge card, they're afraid that they may get some type of karma or blowback from you because of how they've treated other people. I don't think they're a bad person. I just think that they may be questioning their behavior in past relationships, and they could sense intuitively that you're going to give them hell. Not because you're a bad person either, but because they're going to have to work hard to keep you or to entertain you, or like, this is what they think. Like, damn, I'm attracted to this Pisces, but they don't seem to want to talk to me. They don't seem to be toxically attached to me. Like, they're not chasing me. I don't think this person expects you to do that. Okay, get your head out your ass. For those of you who have your head up your ass, I'm saying what this person is used to is like this Queen of Wands reversed. Like, what this person is used to is like somebody who is insecure, somebody who lacks confidence, somebody who's codependent, someone who's dramatic, someone who's toxic, someone who, you know, fucks with their head. And I just don't think that it's like, I don't think that they feel, whoever this is, I think someone knows that you're going to challenge them on a level that they're not used to. And I think they may be feeling a little insecure because they want something different for their future than what they've had. And I think that this person is being propositioned by the universe, Wheel of Fortune, with the question of, are you going to have the courage to pursue Pisces or to engage with Pisces? Are you going to be brave enough to interact with Pisces, to see what you need to learn? Because it's like Spirit is telling this person, hey, this is what you asked for. This is what you prayed for. Someone was praying for you, Pisces, whether it was on a platonic, romantic, or professional level. Now you've shown up and you don't look like what they thought you would look like, or you don't look like their usual type, or you don't look like what they expected to show up when they prayed for you. They didn't pray for you specifically. I don't know, child. They might have, because, you know, people be praying for their future spouse and don't even know them. But they didn't know how you were going to look when you showed up. Now you've shown up, and they're contemplating how to approach this situation. That's what I feel like this is. The moon and the eight of swords. Someone is secretly like very insecure, or they're secretly like questioning this. This is something that I feel puts a person in a position of being nervous, like before you go out on stage, having butterflies in your stomach, but not like the stupid ones. This is kind of like someone's protection mechanisms going up because they're feeling a little intimidated. And they know, I think people inherently know, even you, I think we all have this sixth sense where we just know when our life is about to change. And I think this is that moment for whoever this person is. It's like they're afraid that they're not going to be able to give you, it feels like, what you want or need, or that you're not going to stay with them long term, or they could just have like these insecurities from past relationships. But I don't think they're stupid. I just think that they haven't had like a lot of mature connections. That's what it feels like. But the Epiphany card, that's why I'm saying that as well, to the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, what is the star for the possible outcome? Hold on. What is the star? Why is the star here for the possible outcome? Three of Pentacles reversed. 10 of Wands. 7 of Cups. Okay. 10 of Wands. 7 of Cups. What else is the star with the 3 of Pentacles reversed? Knight of Pentacles. Some of you may even be offered a position or a job as well. Hold on, let's see. 7 of Wands, Judgment. You don't expect to get a call or an offer. All of a sudden, you're going to get some type of call or an offer, possibly for a job, possibly somebody asking you out on a date, so possibly somebody bringing you some type of proposition. Whenever you're presented with this pentacle that this knight has in their hand, it's going to be like a wake-up call that you didn't see coming, or something that you didn't expect, or literally a phone call or communication that you didn't expect. You may be getting some unsolicited attention. Like, you may not have sought out this attention, but you're receiving it, and it's waking you up to the fact that people are paying attention to what you're doing. And it could create a lot of work for you. I don't think you're going to be able to accept all of it, though. It feels like you're going to have to turn some opportunities down, because Spirit is telling you, like, you can't take all of them because they're going to create burdens for you. And if you do too much, you're going to reduce the efficacy of your work. The quality of your work is not going to be as good if you take all of these offers. And then also, Spirit is trying to get you to see that some of these offers are illusions. Like, some of them you're being protected from, or some of them you need to turn down because somebody may not be paying you what you're worth, or you may not have the experience that Spirit wants you to have. So it kind of feels like You need to be cognizant of that when you make decisions about taking on clients, taking on certain jobs, if you're a contract worker, things like that. Or if you're making friends or meeting people romantically, platonically, or professionally, you can be selective about who you allow in your space or in your orbit. What just popped out? The Seven of Swords, Three of Cups reversed. Interesting. The Devil. Because, yeah, not everybody's going to want to be your friend or date you or work with you for the right reasons. Somebody may even want to collaborate with you. You shouldn't always take collaborate. Like if I was to collaborate with somebody today, like fucking, I don't know who would even, not even who would collaborate with me, but if I was to do a collaboration right now, it wouldn't be with somebody who's problematic. It just wouldn't. Even if they have 1 billion subscribers and views, I don't give a fuck. I don't want to be associated with anybody who's problematic. You get what I'm saying? Like, I would not go on somebody's podcast or collaborate with someone professionally who I don't align with, or my values don't align with them, or someone who I don't know enough about to be able to confirm if my values align with theirs, you know? And that's what I think you guys need to focus on, or that's what you will be focusing on. And I think you guys may turn down certain offers because I kind of get like 3 people. There's a lot of people around you, Pisces, watching you. There's professional people watching you. There's people who want to be your friend, but some of them are genuine, some of them are not. And that's professionally, platonically, and romantically. There's some people in your orbit who have ulterior motives for wanting to be friends with you or wanting to date you or wanting to work with you. There's some people in your orbit who are genuinely there because they see your value and they want to support you. And there's some people who are in your orbit who aren't really sure and they're trying to figure out like why you showed up. That's fine. I just think you guys are minding your own business. I don't think that you're really like focused too much on it, but I felt it was necessary to do the reading so that you can understand how to navigate it. So why is the Four of Wands the advice? Bitch, Wheel of Fortune. Oh my God. Yeah, some of you, listen, I feel like some of you, number one, are walking into a relationship that you don't see coming, and it could lead to marriage or something in the future that you just don't believe or you don't feel connected to yet. Some of you, this is a business relationship, but this is a shift that is gonna happen regardless. No one can change it. The Wheel of Fortune. It's like the time that we're in right now, it's creating this shift that's bringing you through certain doors or creating certain opportunities in your life that you really can't control, but you can because you have free will. Just know that something is shifting and you're about to accomplish some goals. And I feel like recently I told you that there needs to be discernment for weak links in the chain of your life. Yeah, Two of Wands, Queen of Cups. So I decided to use this deck today, you guys. Y'all like the video, okay? Like and subscribe. Okay? Let me know if it's resonating too in the comments. But I use this deck because I was setting everything up and something crazy happened yesterday, and I'm not going to talk about it right now, but I was setting everything up and this deck was on the side of my little like makeshift light stand. And basically 3 cards fell out. It was the Justice, the Two of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. So I feel like because I was planning on doing Pisces reading, I just felt like it was befitting for me to use this deck. And every time I picked up a different tarot deck, it was like, no. So I used this one. And I feel like there's something that's working out for you when it comes to interviews for jobs, applications, networking, meeting people, having like one-on-one connections with you, people having one-on-one connections with you that lead to other connections, because Two of Cups and Queen of Cups is 3 cups. I feel like there's some type of justice for you, or there's some type of vindication, validation. There's some type of benefit when it comes to you networking, meeting people, shaking hands. What is it? Rubbing elbows? I don't know. Just expanding your Rolodex, because it's like I saw that as you're about to meet people in your life for a reason. Justice card, 2 of Cups, that you are ultimately going to have some type of connection with, that's meant to happen so that you can meet other people. It's kind of like a chain of events, the orbit, the chain, like all of these different things. And the Queen of Cups coming up just kind of reminded me of that. But I think Spirit is wanting you to be very cautious of your decisions and kind of anticipate the future as much as you possibly can to make a decision that's going to lead you in the direction that you want to go in, right? Like I told you guys before about partnering with people and sponsorships, and the fact that I've always been the type of person to be very cautious of those things. I'm not going to push a bunch of fucking products down your throat. That's stupid. That's unethical to me, just to make money. I would rather connect with you guys on a level that's deeper than that. And for me, it's like, it wouldn't, even if I was to partner with someone, it wouldn't make sense for me to partner with, like, I don't know. Because I know you guys are very multifaceted. You do a lot of things. You're not just spiritual people. You're very well-rounded people. It wouldn't make sense for me, though, to partner with like fucking John Deere. Unless I knew a majority of you guys used some type of like John Deere products, right? It wouldn't help to partner with, some jacuzzi company that sells fucking jacuzzis for $10,000. Probably wouldn't be it wouldn't be effective. But if I were to partner with, say, maybe I don't know, of course, crystals, yeah, that makes sense. Jewelry, that makes sense. For some of you guys, possibly clothing, that would make sense. Or possibly some type of like creative, maybe even electronics, because you guys do your own thing, you do your own creation. If I were to partner with a company that sells like microphones, like if I was to partner with the HyperX people with the microphones, that would make sense, because maybe some of you guys want to get out there. I know y'all do stuff. It would make sense for me to maybe partner with I don't know, a fucking instrument company that sells like instruments, because I know a lot of you guys play instruments. But you get what I'm saying. I feel like what Spirit's advice is in order for you to be successful and accomplish the goals that you are destined, fated to accomplish, the goals that you're in alignment to accomplish, the goals that are lined up synchronistically with your path, you have to make decisions from a higher perspective. One more card for the Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Wands. Justice. See? Damn. Justice in the Wheel of Fortune. And the wheel is out here twice. And then I saw the Justice card, as I said. Yeah, something is meant to change in your relationships. And when it comes to y'all's career, simultaneously, I've always said to you guys that it's connected. 8 of Wands, Hermit. You're ready for the teacher, When the student is ready, the teacher arrives. Some of you bitches are teachers. And you about to have some students coming in. You about to have about 8 of them suckers coming. Or more. Okay? Something is moving forward quickly. But that's the way it's supposed to go. Because you're ready for some type of advancement. You've evolved. And I feel like you're very balanced emotionally. Because the way that you're communicating, spirit, universe, source, feels that it's effective enough to touch the people who you're meant to touch, to change the lives you're meant to change, and vice versa. Okay? Period. I know that's right. I know that's what? Motherfucking right. Told that bitch. You motherfucking right. I'm trying to see. Okay, let me get a kipper for you guys. Again, Libra energy, Taurus energy, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Gemini. Good Lord. I think that's the garbage truck. Okay. 2 Wheels of Fortune, 2 Hierophants, the Magician, the Strength reversed, the Justice card, and the Star. So, Libra, Taurus, Leo or Aquarius, Gemini or Aries, possibly, maybe even Aquarius as well. Libra again, possibly Taurus. Libra, Taurus again with the other Hierophant. Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius, possibly Leo again, Taurus, Scorpio, or Aquarius. And then we have the Hermit card over here, which is Virgo. So Virgo and Taurus for earth signs, not really a lot of Capricorn. All the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, strong Libra. And I would say also, the air signs are pretty heavy, no matter which one. Water, I would say Scorpio, no Cancer. Okay. Not really any other Pisces energy or your energy. It's really not coming up very much. You're kind of coming through as it feels like you're coming through as an air sign. Okay. Or a fire sign, to be honest. So if you have Sag or Leo in your chart, or that Leo energy of the season is, having its effect on you, but no Cancer, just Scorpio. And then fire signs is Aries, Leo, and Sag. Yeah. I feel like the fire energy is equal. You may have multiple people with different signs. Different signs in your chart could be activated. Yeah. Anything else Pisces needs to know when it comes to who's watching them in this message? Any clarity? Pathway. Oh my God, it's kind of reversed. Yeah, I kind of feel like you guys, the opening up of the pathway hasn't happened yet, or the clarity about where something is going to end up is not there. Privileged lady. Theft. Thief. Yeah, but you are well taken care of. You're protected. You're in this garden, you chilling, and you don't know where you're going to necessarily end up. But I feel like Spirit doesn't want you to get distracted. There's definitely a need to focus, because there could be someone here who is presenting you with something that may take your focus off of what you are doing. What else for clarity for Pisces? Any other clarity when it comes to this reading, Spirit, for Pisces, please? Sudden wealth. Dang. Lucky. luck, fate, fortune, but sudden wealth. Yeah. The Lovers and high honor, Jesus. So it feels like there's a simultaneous event that is occurring. We saw Judgment. Okay. We have the Wheel twice and Justice out here. There feels like there's this sudden event that's bringing an abundance of things in your life. First of all, high honor and sudden wealth. It looks like some of you guys are going to hit some type of jackpot. It feels like a jackpot. Like with a person, with people, with a friend group. Like you're going to look around at your friends and be like, dang, I hit the jackpot. Because these are all good people. I really stumbled across a good group or a good community that's not toxic, right? This could also be how someone feels about you. But it's like you don't know it yet. Or it's like you don't see it. Because something is really like hidden or it's very concealed. It's kind of like Princess Diaries. Or any of those movies where the nerdy guy or girl gets a makeover and all of a sudden they're hot. Okay. I don't know what that is, but you're getting some type of high honor or you're being honored, and it could create sudden wealth or it could be because of the sudden wealth. So keep that in mind. One more card. Look at this. Despair in reverse. Some of you guys are getting a really like high paying job. You're getting paid a higher salary possibly as well. You don't see this coming though. Courtship. Occupation. It's crazy. It feels like all of this is connected because the courtship card with the Lovers, that matches. The occupation, high honor, sudden wealth, despair reversed. It's like you're being welcomed into a job or a group. I feel like some of you guys are going on interviews when it comes to what you create or for jobs. You're being offered into a club or a group. You're being welcomed in. And it has to do with like a business or a career that you really love. This could be somebody who you're welcoming into like the fold of a group that you're involved with. And you're going to like be their teacher. But you're definitely getting to know someone or someone is getting to know you in order to welcome you in or in order for you to welcome them in. And I don't know if this person is here because you have this sudden wealth or if they show up at the same time as this sudden wealth. Because I'm kind of getting this vibe, you guys, just to be honest, where you're not going to know where any of this is going to lead. And you need to be careful of people who are in your life, again, it's coming up again, for the wrong reasons. Or because they see you as somebody who could have the potential to be very successful. It also feels like there's some connection with your love life and your finances that you don't really see, but that plays a part in like your situation. And I'm not exactly sure what that means. But it kind of feels like the love, the friendship, the career advancement, all of that could come in at the same time. And you may be a little bit perplexed as to how to balance all of it. Balance is key when it comes to this shift that's taking place. But I feel like something is going to work out. the way it's supposed to. Can I get one more card for the Justice, Wheel of Fortune, and the Four of Wands? Yeah, there's that Two of Wands again. I feel like you're making the right decisions. Six of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. I feel like you're... Oh, whoa, that's the Three of Wands. My bad. I feel like something that you're waiting on is going to come. What's this pathway reverse? Sudden wealth, despair reverse. The Devil. Look at that. Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. This could be a Capricorn feminine here. Capricorn's entering the chat. This could be a group chat with the Eight of Wands. There's a Capricorn coming in. It looks like a feminine. It looks like a woman. This could also be you as a feminine energy who's very resourceful, Queen of Pentacles, very wealthy, or has a lot to offer. Even if you don't have financial wealth, I feel like you have access to wealth, which means you're a good manifester, or you come from a wealthy family, or you have a promising career or business. Take it how it resonates. Doesn't matter if you're entry level or not. And there's a lot of people who are feeling attracted to you because of this. They want you to get them in the door. They may want you to shout them out. They may want you to put in a good word for them with your boss. Because that's what happened to me. Like, I'll tell you guys, like, when I was working for Home Depot, I guess it was, I got a better job. I was literally making double what I was making before. And everybody was trying to get in because it was so crazy. I ended up catching the job in the very early stages of development. So it was a startup, and I was one of the people who got chosen to be hired for a certain team. But it was very obscure. They didn't publicize the pay. They didn't publicize the hours. They didn't publicize the location. They just put the job description out. And I was at a point where I was just, after I had my youngest son, I had went back to work and was pissed the fuck off because I had another baby and I wasn't making enough. And I was tired of living where I was living. And I was just pissed the fuck off. And I was determined. I said, I got to get out of here because they were eliminating my position. They were putting me in a position that was going to be more stress. I didn't have to be on the phone, but they were eliminating my position and I would have to be on the phone. And I was like, hell fucking no. I don't care about that raggedy dollar that you're trying to tell me is an increase. You're already not paying enough as it is. So I was ready to go. And I just was putting in applications everywhere. And I ended up going to this interview because I was just like over it. I went to the interview. The place where I interviewed at was like this place where, you know how sometimes they have like places where you can just rent business space or you can use the space for a day to conduct business, but it's not a particular company. It's like, that's not where the company is located. That's just a place that they're using the office space of to handle whatever they need to handle. So I went into the interview. It was real sketchy. It was real dodgy. The place was nice, not the place, but the fact that they didn't publicize the pay, the hours, the location, it was kind of dodgy. So I could see why people wouldn't apply for it. Child. Ended up going to the interview, got to the second round. They liked me and I got hired. Found out when I got hired, I actually was in training for the new position that they were forcing me to go to after they eliminated my position. And I've told this story before, but I was in training. We were on lunch. No one was in the training room and it was just me and one other girl. And I got the call, but it was really just me in there. And then the other girl came in like when I was getting off the phone. And they basically offered me double what I was getting paid at the current place where I was at, with the dollar increase, and telling me my hours, telling me the situation. It was just like God just opened up the sky and rained down on me. And I didn't even expect it, because that wasn't the only interview that I had been on. I was interviewing for like insurance companies, any type of corporate environment. And they just managed to pick me. Child, this is the thing I'm trying to tell y'all about. When folks found out I was leaving my job, I put in my 2 weeks notice, right? And I made it so that my 2 weeks notice actually gave me 3 weeks, because I wanted to take a little bit of a break, kind of figure out what I was going to do with my kid. And it was crazy because we found mold in my townhouse. I was actually living with one of my coworkers at the time, God bless her, and her family. She let me and my boyfriend at the time, baby boy's dad, she let me and him and the baby stay there while we were kind of like trying to transition. And I was working. When I tell you I was working, I was working. Once I started that job, everybody wanted to know, oh, where'd you get a job at? Where'd you get a job at? And I would tell them like that I got a new job, but I wouldn't tell them where I was at until I was like already gone. And then everybody wanted me to get them in. Oh, can you put in a word with the recruiters for me? And can you give them my resume? And I was like, no, bitch, because I don't know your work ethic. Because when I worked with you and I was your team lead, you was slacking the fuck off. I'm not going to have that on my reputation. This is what I'm talking about with whatever this is. That's what this feels like, Pisces. And I think you guys need to be really careful, because there could be people who want to use your good name to get in where they fit in association with a blessing that you're getting, but they may not deserve to be there. And people don't understand it. And I never understood that, but it's so true. Like, I used to have resentment sometimes for people who wouldn't put in a good word for me, or they wouldn't shout me out, or they wouldn't like support me. There have been people who have supported me, and I really appreciate those people. But I would be confused as to like why people just would ignore like anything that I was trying to do to like even ask questions, get information, stuff like that. And being on the other side of it, I get it. Because when I was at a point where I was looking for a job and I didn't have any experience, and I would ask people to get me in the door and they wouldn't do it, I was angry. I was resentful. But being in that position and having your situation be a little bit shaky, not really, fully fleshed out, I can see how that would be something that you may not want to do. Also, if you're the person who's in a position of affluence, or you're the person who's in an influential position where you can put people on, remember how you felt when other people didn't put you on, and try to create balance, because you can't help everybody and they raggedy mama. But at the end of the day, if you remember how you felt when somebody just ignored you, you may not be able to put them on, but you may be able to give them tips. You may be able to help them navigate the places that you've already been, to make it a little bit easier, to help them see clearly without giving them all the answers, right? Because it got to the point where people like started finding out how much money I was making, and they were just hounding me. They were on LinkedIn. They were on my Instagram. Like, people just wanted me to like, when people say, oh, you're not going to know I won the lottery, but there'll be signs. People saw signs that I was making more money. And I was literally working. I was not salary. I was out hourly. And they were letting us bust as much overtime as we wanted. And I was fucking digging in that shit. I'm telling you, I was digging in it. I was digging it all out. I was just doing work. Listen, I would get up. I would go in the office. I would do work, leave, pick up my son. And there was actually a point where his dad was picking him up. So I could just come straight back to old girl's house. And I would get right back on the computer and work literally for another like 6 hours. I was working over 10 hours. I was sometimes working 14, 16 hours a day. Every day, plus weekends. It was crazy. But it was like, because I was so determined, and people saw the result of that, and they didn't see the work that got put into it. I was tired as shit. I was driving all the way from one city, 3 highways down to another city. I had to literally bust my ass every single day. So it's like, that's part of it. I feel like you guys are doing that. I feel like you guys are really putting in the work behind the scenes to evolve on a personal level so that you can see the results of that in your physical life. And there's somebody who is ready to learn from you when it comes to all of that. There's somebody here who wants to benefit from what you have and they don't want to put in the work. And there's somebody here who's like, nah, I'm ready to fucking grind. Show me how to grind. Tell me, give me the tricks, give me the tools. I'm ready to fucking grind. So you just have to use your discernment on which one is which and who's who. One more card for Pathway, Despair Reverse, Sudden Wealth. 6 of Pentacles. Pisces, it looks like you're about to get a lot. You need to keep this a secret. High Priestess World card, yeah. Don't tell people online what you're getting. I don't care if it's a new job. I don't care if it's more money, a pay increase, a company-funded vacation, company car, a company-funded relocation, lottery winnings, good pussy, good dick, relationship, marriage, engagement ring. I don't give a fuck what this is. You know intuitively that you're about to get something that is going to be extremely coveted. And you can feel it coming in. You know a cycle in your life is coming to an end. You know that there's about to be a shift. And you just need to keep that under wraps as long as you possibly can. Because it's going to come a time where you're not going to be able to keep it under wraps. It's going to come a time where people are going to start to see what's going on. And I think Spirit wants you to prepare as best as you can to keep your privacy, to keep your boundaries, to keep your security and stability safe. What's the Devil in the 6 of Pentacles? This could be you entering into a new fucking tax bracket. Because I feel like on the way there, you may have people trying to distract you. And when you get there, you may have people trying to hoodwink and bamboozle your ass, okay? What's the Devil in the 6 of Pentacles? Thank you. Judgment. Spirit's trying to wake you up. They're trying to get you to see. Oh, Lord. The Chariot and the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah. Pisces, listen. Something is moving forward quickly. You're leaving one part of your life to go to another part of your life. It's very clear. This is your wake-up call. I feel like you guys are being asked to prioritize what's important. And if you are in a position where somebody wants to get to know you, date you, be your friend, hang out with you, even learn from you, they're going to have to understand what this is for you And you're going to have to understand what it is for you so that you know how to handle that and they know what to expect. You've been waiting for this, and now it's here. And I think you need to set the right expectation, not only with yourself, but with other people. I feel like you're about to be sworn in or initiated into something that you haven't. It's like you're going to the next level, period. You're going to the next level. And I feel like some of y'all are about to hit the jackpot, or you've already hit the jackpot and you don't even see it. What's the advice for Pisces? Hope. It was in reverse. It says, hope is a choice. I choose to be hopeful. The angels remind you that without hope, you can't build belief. Your actions are directionless. Your purpose feels like a pipe dream. And true meaning seems unattainable. Hope is about recognizing that good things are yet to come and about expecting them to come. Well, ain't that about a fucking bitch? Ain't that about a bitch? What did I just tell y'all? At the bottom, and it's not like so much me telling you. I'm not trying to say it like, oh, listen to what I tell you, Pisces, because I'm always right. No, I'm just trying to like get you guys to see that there's certain things that you just can't know. There's certain things that just aren't going to be clear because they can't be clear. Because spirit needs something to work out in a certain way in order for it to work out in a certain way. Okay? Healing. My body is deserving of love, comfort, and rest. The angels are telling you that despite being mentally and physically drained, you have the strength to overcome this. Keep moving forward, and the universe will shower you with love and healing energy soon. So if you're tired, if you're exhausted, if you're like me, maybe getting over a cold, sick. I don't even think I had a cold. I don't know why I just lost my voice, but bitch, I'm gonna find it. No, but I'm just saying, if you guys have been feeling tired, drained, exhausted, we saw that exhausted card, burnt out. You may have been over socialized, overstimulated with communication from people lately. Some of y'all just need a break. Some of y'all have experienced a lot of up and down emotions the last few weeks, days, months, and you just need a break. But Spirit is saying if you can't take a break right now, because some of us can't, continue to push through, because they're giving you a space in the near future where you'll have some rest, some reprieve, some time to rejuvenate your energy and get recharged. Okay? It's going to be during the retrograde at some point, I feel like, because all this energy. But that's the advice, is take the time where you can to focus on, recharging your batteries. If you need to take a nap, take a nap. If you need to just breathe, go outside. If you're at your desk and it's just feeling claustrophobic, take your ass outside. Tell your boss you're feeling a little nauseous, you need some fresh air. Go outside. If they don't let you, that's a sign. And if it's just a situation where you got to sit down for a minute and then get back to it, do what you got to do, but get back to it. Because you may be feeling hopeless, or you may be feeling like, what's the point? I don't think you guys are hopeless or negative. I just kind of get this vibe where you're kind of questioning, like, what's the fucking point? Where is this going? Pathway reversed. Like, you may not be able to see where it's going. You may feel like you're going nowhere fast, but you're about to enter into a new tax bracket or a new opportunity, a new social group, a new job, whatever this is that you have not had access to before, you're about to gain access to it. And it's going to give you that time that you need to rest. Okay? Confidence. When I set my mind on something, I won't stop until I reach it. If you lack confidence in making a decision, the angels send you positive energies to boost your confidence levels. They let you know that support and encouragement are available to you as you continue to strive towards fulfilling your higher purpose. Period, Pisces. Have confidence. I feel like a lot of you guys are just really doing a lot. And I don't think you should stop. I don't think you should give up. I feel like there's an expectation being set here by Spirit. There's a promise that they're making you when it comes to your level up. And it's going to feel like you hit the jackpot. But you also need to be aware of the people who are in your orbit as this happens. Because they're going to play a crucial role, either positive or negative, in how this outcome turns out. Because it's not really foretold yet. Like, the outcome is not really set in stone or solidified. But now I feel like something is taking shape. And it's important for you to continue to keep the flow going so that once it does solidify, it hardens or solidifies in the way that you would like for it to. Don't leave that decision up to someone else. Choose that for yourself. And be very careful of who you allow to interfere. Because it's kind of like when people lay cement, I'm seeing handprints and footprints in cement. If you're laying a cement floor or you're laying down cement, you don't want everybody and their mama tracking through it. Because then it's going to mess up the seamlessness or the look of whatever you're trying to create. Don't let motherfuckers just come and lay their hands in the damn cement. Okay? Be very careful and put up your protective guards, walls, barriers, whatever it is that you need in a healthy way to protect the cement that you're laying, to protect this foundation. Because I really cannot stress to you that it's like the feeling is so strong of Spirit wanting you to know that they're setting you up for success. They want you to know that they support your level up and that they're setting this expectation that you will have it. And it's probably a lot closer than a lot of you think. So I will leave it there. Thank you guys for being here. Be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Again, you guys, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate everyone who has donated or contributed to the channel, booked a reading. Readings are processing, you guys. There's certain things that I just have to make sure are together. And it's easier to do a public reading than it is to do a private reading energetically. So a few of you I know are waiting. Just give me some time. Because I just put the kids on the bus first day of school today. And there was an issue yesterday that I had to handle. And it's still not completely handled. It's a lot going on. So just bear with me, you guys. I love and appreciate all of you. And if you want to book a reading, the link is down below with everything you need to know. Okay? Get in the comments. Let me know if it resonated, you guys. And if you do want to donate or contribute to the channel, it is still really helpful, you guys. It's always going to be helpful. I'm going to start saying more about it because I want to advocate for myself more. And I don't always talk about donations because I don't want you to feel obligated. But if you can, and if you'd like to, the PayPal and Zelle information is below. That's the best way to donate to the channel. The most effective way, in my opinion. But if you can't, the best way for free is to just like the video and subscribe. Because, you know, you got to stick around for this vibe. It's everything. And I cannot wait to see you guys next time. Hope the message has helped. And most importantly, Pisces, remember, this is our circle, booze. Bye.